What's up? My name is LaPortia. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to this series. I am a lifestyle creator in New York. I have this channel documenting my journey, and I have a few series on this channel, but this is the newest one. Basically, I come on here every week and break down 3 important things going on in the news. Why? Because there's so much going on and it's hard to keep up. I want you to help me stay informed. Tell me any stories in the comments that I should know about. Let's continue to read, be curious, ask questions, find great sources of information and share them. So first and foremost, let me tell you what's in my cup. I always like to sip something while I'm recording these talking videos. This is a mushroom matcha. Lots of health benefits to mushroom matcha. Helps with digestion, bloating. It gives you nice, clean energy, and for me, most important, it helps with your focus. I gotta stay focused. I have a lot going on. So if you want to try it, this is by a company called Ryze, and I have a promo code. I will put it in the description. It's really good. This tastes just like a matcha latte. And matcha already is so great for you and has so many benefits, but you add in those mushrooms and it's just a great wellness drink. So let me know if you try it. But let's get into today's 3 topics. We have news in sports, we have news in Iran and oil, news about AI and how it is affecting tech, our jobs, the future. So let's get into it. I'm trying to focus, but I can't stop drinking this. So first up, let's talk about sports. And we're not just talking about sports, we're talking about the WNBA. WNBA just dropped one of the biggest deals in women's sports history. We're not talking about a small raise, we're talking about a big raise. And if you don't know, this has been an ongoing fight in the WNBA for a year. The ladies have been wanting more pay and they deserve it. So I was really excited to hear that the NBA and the Players Association just reached a tentative collective bargaining agreement for the new 2026 season. And this new agreement is going to increase the ladies' pay. The minimum salary is going to jump from $66,000 to over $300,000. Can you believe that the minimum salary for the WNBA was only $66,000? That is crazy. Average player could hit around $500,000 to $600,000, and some star players could go up to $1 million plus. The deal will also tie the players' pay to the league's revenue. So that means as the WNBA continues to grow, so will the players' pay. That's really important. I see massive growth in the past couple of years in the WNBA, and this is really what the fight has been for. Whenever people jump in, argue like, why should a WNBA player make what LeBron James is making? Like, that's never the ask. The point is, in the NBA, they get percentages of the revenue, and the same thing should happen in the WNBA, and going forward, it will. WNBA players making more money is so important for so many reasons. I mean, remember Brittany Griner being arrested in Russia? Well, she wasn't there for a vacation. She was there playing basketball. This more money could mean players being able to support themselves year-round and not needing to take other basketball jobs in other countries during the off-season. So yay for the WNBA. Cheers to those ladies. Congratulations. Well deserved. Took too long, but all around good news and very excited about that. I love the WNBA. I was actually there at the Barclays Center when the New York Liberty won their first championship. So I'm excited for a new 2026 season and to know that the ladies will be getting paid. So let's move on to an Iran war oil update. Last week we talked about how war in Iran was slowing or stopping shipments through the Strait of Hormuz. Well, this week it has not gotten any better. Israel carried out airstrikes on Iran's gas field, which is one of the largest energy facilities in the world. And Iran retaliated with missiles and drone strikes on oil and gas facilities. Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, places that produce and export huge amounts of energy. So because of that, you guessed it, oil prices spiked even more. And Iran warned they will show zero restraint if their energy infrastructure is attacked again. The bottom line is this is getting worse because attacks are hitting where the oil and energy come from, not just the Strait of Hormuz where they pass through. This is all very unfortunate, all getting very scary. I am not for this war. Plenty of Americans are not for this war. It just feels reckless, irresponsible, and just shows what poor leadership we have, because it should not have had to come to this. Just like in the past, it didn't. As a reminder, President Obama had an agreement in place with Iran. So this will probably be a topic every week. As long as we're in this war, I will continue to give you bits of information to help keep you informed with what's going on. The one tip I heard online, which is what I'm starting to do, is to stay informed about the war. Don't just read our news and our articles. Watch the news, read articles that are being put out in other countries to learn about what's going on from their perspective. And that way we could stay informed and have a sort of full view of what's going on. So I definitely will continue to do that and report back to you. So for the last topic, we're going to talk about AI regulation. This affects tech, it could be affecting your job, and overall the future. White House has released National AI Policy Framework. Basically a plan for Congress to create a federal law regulating AI. So this means there will be one national standard, not every state having their own AI regulations. This will set some safety rules, but it also will protect innovation, because the US is trying to stay competitive when it comes to AI. This has not been passed yet. It's just a plan sent to Congress. But this is important because places like New York, where I live, and California have their own AI regulation in place. But if there's going to be a federal regulation that trumps that, that may trump, no pun intended, that trumps that may take away some security that we have in place. This can also result in faster AI adoption. That means replacing some jobs. In my opinion, AI is just growing very, very fast. We all need to learn how to use it and incorporate it in a way to secure our future, to make more money, to find different income streams. Especially in the creative space, AI already can edit photos, edit video. These are jobs that people have. AI is being put in place where there was normally a person doing customer service. So I think it's time for all of us to just be smart, be savvy, figure out a way we can use AI to make ourselves more efficient, to make ourselves some more money, and prepare for whatever the future holds when it comes to technology. And make sure we don't get left behind. Me personally, I'm trying to use AI to help me with editing, to help me be able to faster produce videos, keep me organized, outline my ideas, and I challenge everyone to do that. Try to come up with a way that AI can help you this week, so we could be moving forward with innovation and technology. Okay, so those are our topics for this week. Have you seen all 3 episodes? This is the 3rd one. I'll link the other 2 below. There's also a playlist. And leave me a comment. Let me know what new story you are following. Is there something I should be looking into, reporting on? Let's keep each other informed. Thank you so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, send it to your friends to keep your friends informed. Talk about these topics in your group chat, and I'll see you next time. Bye.